the world's most dangerous fantasy football podcast.
Chef and the professor. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Let's have a drink and let's talk through it. Hey. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Fantasy. We going over player props and ADP. Waiver wire, all the things you need. We got the fire. Fire, highly disputed. We in the studio, just pour a drink. We getting loose and now we in sync. It's not unusual to disagree. Highly disputed, disputed, highly disputed.
What is up, everybody, dude? What's going on?
What's up?
I have the honor, the privilege of a very special guest on this, this Bucs Patriots episode of Highly Disputed. My guy, some saying, representing the Northeast, the New England Patriots, Boston born and bred,
Hell yeah.
Spike Tice.
Spike Tice in the flesh.
We don't want to give full names out here. There's, millions of viewers.
Yeah. Representing the Patriots Nation in LA currently.
That's right. All seven of you.
All seven. All seven.
Are you a
No, we got a
Dodgers
nice
fan now, or
actually
what?
there's a bar nearby that has actually a pretty big Patriots like expat community, and I hang out with them. So there's like
Expat.
maybe like
Yeah,
there's like yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Exactly. That's what they call each other. But yeah, the expats.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of Rams Chargers fans in LA, so
There's more Patriots fans than Rams Chargers fans in LA, to be honest. Am I a Dodgers fan? Yeah, I'm not a Dodgers fan. Fuck the Dodgers, dude. Fuck the Dodgers.
agreed. We need a
I
salary
like
cap in
Dodgers. I
baseball.
like Dodger Stadium. It's a fun experience, but nah, they're like cheating the sport with all their. They just keep. They're gonna
Yeah.
add another 10 players this offseason. It's like stupid.
Okay, so you're drinking a Modelo Especial, and I want to do a little cheers. Shout out to Hampshire College,
There you go,
currently
baby. The black
undefeated.
sheep.
Undefeated, the Red Scare. I got a Special jersey reveal for you.
No,
It's number 12.
Jesus Christ. That's
Tampa Bay
sacrilege. That's
Buccaneer legend.
sacrilege.
Tampa Bay Buccaneer legend Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. It's crazy. He's one of those few players who, spent his whole career on just one team, which was the Bucs.
All 2-3 years of his entire career. He started when he was 40 years old. He's the only quarterback to
Crazy.
begin
Yeah,
his
just came
rookie
out of
season
nowhere.
at age 40.
It's like Kurt Warner. He
Legend.
was bagging groceries. And to win
Yeah,
7
exactly.
Super Bowls in 2 years, it's unprecedented.
We'll never see it again. We'll never see it again. Truly
Alright,
the
so
GOAT.
we've been friends for like almost 20 years now.
Yeah, fuck.
But this is the first time like in our life that both of our teams are competitive at the same time.
That's a good point. Yeah, I never thought of
Because I
that.
feel like the Patriots were good for a long
For
time.
like 20 years.
and we sucked. We sucked since like 99. Like just when you guys started getting good is
Yeah.
like
No,
we
it's
won that
true, it's
Super
true.
Bowl against the Raiders and we just sucked.
What year
For
was the
most-
Gruden Super Bowl?
2.
So there was a little overlap because we won, and then actually we probably won in back-to-back years, I guess. 01 and 0.
Yeah,
We
because
won in
Gruden
01,
had
and then you won
that.
in 02.
Gruden had the fucking, what was that? I want to say tush push, but it wasn't the tush push.
No,
it
the
was
snowball.
the game. It was the game against Brady where he had the.
Oh my God. Well, we call it the
What the f-
snowball, but it was the
what do
the
they call that
grounding.
rule?
It wasn't intentional. Yeah, what was it called? Fuck, we're gonna find it.
We'll clean this up in post.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll send the footage
The
to
tuck,
you.
the tuck, the tuck
The
rule.
t- yeah, the tuck rule.
The tuck rule game. Yeah,
God,
exactly.
we've gone from tuck rule to tush push.
Yeah.
I think that's a good metaphor for the direction our country's headed. But anyways,
Yeah.
so the Brady was getting competitive. Gruden won his one Super Bowl and then proceeded to tank the roster that
Mhm.
Tony Dungy built. But I guess my point being is this year, both of our squads are are on the rise.
Yeah.
Both Baker and Drake Maye they're not favorites, but they're definitely contending for MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if they're in a bigger market team, they'd both be favored a little more. Y'all got Vrabel as your head coach, which is huge.
Yeah.
And you've moved on from the Bill Belichick hangover. So talk
In
about your
many
squad.
ways, yeah. I think, I mean, there's a lot to say about it. I think one thing, speaking of moving on from Bill Belichick, not many people maybe know this, but, one of the hallmarks of the Patriots dynasty in that first Super Bowl was Belichick insisted on introducing the team as a team instead of individual players. Like up until that point, they had been introducing players pregame one by one. And he had this whole thing that was like, we're going to introduce it as a team. We're going to like get away from individual players. We're going to make it about the team. And for 25 years, we've been doing that. It's a small thing. But this year,
Right.
Vrabel came in and like early on in the season, he was like, we're done with that. We're not doing that anymore. We're like, we're making it about the players again. We're going to like have individual, introductions. And Mayo would never have done that because he was really just an extension of the Bill Belichick Patriots. Whereas Vrabel, obviously he was a player under Bill, but he has his own path. He's very different than Bill. And it's been a huge like breath of fresh air to get out of this like dark cloud that was the last 10 years of Bill Belichick. So I think we're getting a big bump from that right now,
Yeah. I've said it a couple times on this show, but to me, seeing what Brady did to Tampa by coming to this organization, he elevated everybody.
Yeah.
From the equipment guy to everybody in the organization, like did their job better because of Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said on record that dynasty is like 95% on Brady.
Well,
obviously,
now,
Belichick.
Now you can say that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying that, but
pre-Bucs,
yes,
pre-Bucs. I think it was harder to say that.
Oh yeah,
pre-Bucs.
nobody would say that pre-Bucs though. But I think that kind of speaks to Brady's wasn't going to speak out of line. But I remember Belichick the last couple of years of Brady, like he would like make a point to call him out in meetings and you're not better than anyone else. And even him like handpicking Mayo as like, I'm going to have it's like dictator shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think in the beginning, I think a lot of that calling out and treating Brady like one of the team and not making like that is part of why Brady became what he did. And I don't, it's hard to, in hindsight, you can look back and say, who was more important to the 6 Super Bowls for the Patriots? Who was more important to that dynasty? Like, yeah, you could say that now by far it was Brady, but I think if Brady never had Belichick, I don't think he would have become the player he did become by the time he got to the Bucs. By the time he was later on in his career, like he needed that coaching. So it's hard to say what would he be like without Belichick. If he had Bruce Arians as his coach in 2001, does he win the Super Bowl? Probably not. So does he win 6 Super Bowls?
Well,
I don't know.
He did win a Super Bowl with Bruce Arians as his coach.
I know. But he did, but when he was 40 years old, when he was a de facto coach, and he had already matured up to that point. That's why I say Bruce Arians.
And Bruce is like 72.
Okay, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. In 2001.
He's like, just go out there and sling it, Tommy. that was the extent of Bruce Arians' coaching.
My favorite part of the Brady Bucs era was that shit-eating grin that he had during the like press conference when like Bruce Arians, he's like, you know what I'm talking about? When like Bruce Arians steps down and he's like the happiest man on the planet. He's really? I don't know. There's like this image in my head of him like.
No, they did better with Bruce Arians because obviously Bruce Arians did the same thing that Belichick did. He insisted on keeping Leftwich at OC.
Yeah,
the guy he played quarterback for Jacksonville.
I know.
For a bit.
Yeah.
And he was just so mid, and then he just got fired after a year because it was very clear that Bruce Arians was calling the offense. But yeah, Bruce Arians
But
and
what about-
Brady, that was fun because there wasn't a lot of coaching going on. He's like, you know what to do. My favorite from him was when there was one week we were getting our ass beat. It might have been like week 2. And like Tom's getting sacked and they go for it on 4th down and he throws an incompletion and then he like holds up the 4.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
He's like, we're going for it.
5 down. 5 down.
You don't get a 5th down, Tommy.
Yeah, that's when he went to the blue tent and shot up some.
Yeah,
like,
that was
who the
that
fuck
was 4th. But
put
then,
some smelling salts in some weird
yeah, some
places and
smelling
got
salts.
back out there. Yeah, exactly.
Got a smelly salts, a little Botox, and was right out there.
He just cloned his dog. Did you hear about that? Anyway,
I mean, he had a chance to be out in San Francisco, and they really, I mean, they kind of
no.
dropped
Honestly,
the ball there.
I give the Bucs a lot of. When Brady left the Patriots, his stock was down. Like everybody thought he was done. That was just like foolish.
In
He still
retrospect,
had
absolutely.
so much more. Yeah, he still had so much more to give.
Because the
And,
Niners
you know, you
were
got
in
to
a
give the
Super
Bucs
Bowl
credit.
with Garoppolo, and they lost
Yeah.
it when they should have won
No,
that.
you got to give the Bucs credit for being like, we don't know how to win. We're gonna bring in the greatest of all time, and it was a great move.
Yeah, well, we had fucking Jameis Winston at quarterback, so that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, but there were a lot of teams that had no, like, I remember the Jets, like, at the time. I was like, why doesn't he go to the Jets? They didn't have anybody. Like, what better way to F you to the Patriots than to take Brady and then beat the Patriots? You know, like, there was a lot of teams at the time that could have had him.
I think he wanted to go somewhere warm after spending most of his career in New England.
Fair enough.
Is he SoCal? Is he SoCal guy?
He's
Like
a Niners guy. He's from NoCal, Northern California.
But
yeah.
still,
He's like he grew up a Niners fan. Grew up a
warmer
Montana
than
fan.
New England.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't snow in San Francisco. No, it's
No.
mild.
It doesn't snow in Tampa. Unless you're in Ybor or past midnight.
Different kind of snow, I guess.
The viewers figured it out. All right, but let's talk about the present because now we got two guys who
Here
are.
we are.
We got Drake Maye, which you probably know. You're going to get into him.
I am.
UNC guy, and now Bill Belichick. I'm just going to harp on Belichick one last time. He won't let UNC athletics even tweet about Drake Maye, who is an alum.
Yeah,
I think that's
disgusting, dude. He's the most vindictive little, he's lost his mind, man. He's just, he's gone off the deep end. He's got we could talk all day about
girlfriend.
We could talk all day about the,
but
the downfall of Bill Belichick.
Let's talk about Drake Maye.
Yeah, I don't even want to even think about Belichick. It's a new day.
It's a new day.
Yeah. I mean, look,
tell me
so when I came into this year, I think most Patriots fans would probably say, we have the easiest schedule in the NFL. If we're going to be good, it's going to be because of defense, running the ball. We're not going to have mistakes. We're going to be low penalized. We're going to have Vrabel, so we're going to be better coached. All these kind of like low scoring games. And everything has been the opposite. We've been like one of the league leaders in penalties. I think Vrabel's come into his own coaching decisions over the course of the season. But the main reason we have been winning is solely Drake Maye. It's on his arm. It's like he is slinging it like I haven't seen since, prime Brady. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, I did not think he would be this good this fast. He's got like a 76% completion percentage, and we're like over halfway through the season.
Yeah.
I know we haven't played a great schedule, and he's also throwing the deep ball better than Brady ever did in his whole career. Now.
Yeah, the arm talent, like athletically speaking, the arm talent, he's got a cannon. But I know he can run too.
He runs, yeah. He's an interesting runner. We don't call any design runs for him. It's all scramble.
Yeah.
So it's not like Josh Allen in that way. You're not going to see any design runs. We don't do that. To me, like Josh McDaniels deserves like a ton of credit because he's really crafted the offense. Like there's some of the old Patriots offense in it. There's some of the West Coast offense that he did last year. He's calling all the right plays at the right time. Like third down offense has been amazing. Every 3rd and 8, I expect us to convert it. The real downfall of May this year has been he's second in the league in sacks. Honestly, I think it's more him than the offensive line. He holds the ball too long. he thinks that he can make a play when there's nothing there. Those are like the big, so,
Right.
and you'll
But
see
those
that.
are
You're
all
going to get,
those are all
yeah,
experience, and that's coachable.
yeah, yeah. I just think the play calling has been amazing. It's been all
Yeah.
offense. The defense has not been great. Like,
Which
honestly,
sucks because I really don't like Josh McDaniels either, but
he's
I
a
think he
terrible head
excel.
coach.
You know, yeah, but not all OCs are cut out to be a head coach. Not all defensive coordinators. Look at Mike
Right.
McDaniels or Aaron Glenn.
Yeah.
Like you can be a really good coordinator and doesn't necessarily mean you're going to know how to lead a locker room. And that's where I think Vrabel excels.
Yeah.
He's kind of a
Yeah.
player's coach.
I mean, I'm diminishing Vrabel, and I shouldn't be, because you definitely feel his presence. There's a confidence on the team, and I think he's done a great job. If you watch the team week to week, Drake Maye bails this team out time after time after time, man. Just with arm talent, like
Right.
it's crazy. Like the dude is just, and I didn't see any of this last year. I thought he showed some brief glimpses last year, but it's been like totally night and day. So,
Yeah, I agree. Because, like, from a fantasy football perspective, he's somebody super high on. Yeah, number 3 overall.
yeah.
2 years ago?
Yeah, same draft as it was Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and then Drake Maye. So like, yeah, 2 years ago.
Damn, it was 3 quarterbacks in a row, that draft?
Yeah, and I think he's
Fuck.
the best one out of the 3, bro.
Yeah? I mean,
I
that's
have to
fair.
say, yeah.
Availability is the best ability, and I
Yep.
think he's playing better than Caleb right now.
Yep.
I don't think that's a hot take.
No, dude, just like, yeah. I think people are kind of like, wait, you guys got a quarterback already? We should have like had to suffer for a lot longer after Brady. And we did suffer
Right.
for half a decade. But I'm telling you, like, he's not. The thing is, we've had a very easy schedule, and so the game. Who the hell wants to watch Patriots Browns, Patriots Panthers? Like, no one wants to watch these boring matchups.
Right.
So I think
So
not many people have seen the games.
So this will be an interesting test for the organization
Yeah.
to come down to Tampa after
Yeah.
a bye and
You
play.
guys are coming off a bye?
We're coming off a bye.
Okay.
Todd Bowles has had an extra week to kind of
Mm-hmm.
put him in a scope, and I think Bowles' defense does well against younger quarterbacks because he dials some weird ass shit up in terms of blitzing, and sometimes it's either gonna get home or the other team's gonna hit a touchdown on us, and I think he's okay with doing that. But like he'll overload one side and then he'll end up dropping defensive linemen into cover and then sending a cornerback on the other side, just who ends up being a free fucking rusher. So he's going to give him some looks, and he's had an extra week to prepare. Our defense going against you guys will be interesting. So you drafted a left tackle this year, though, right?
Yeah. Also, top 5, number 4.
He's been playing really well, correct?
He's good, not great. I'd give him like a B, maybe.
Okay. I mean,
like a B minus
for a
even.
first-year lineman, though, that's good.
Yeah. He's been I would say like slightly above average.
Generational to just be
He's not Joe
down.
Alt. He's not Joe Thomas. Pick a guy in the top 5 and he's your left tackle for 15 years. I don't think he's that.
Wirfs.
Yeah, there you go. Tristan, yeah. The Bucs left tackle. I don't think he's that. I think he's,
but still,
he's Logan Mankins. He's Logan Mankins at left tackle. Like
above
he's fine.
average is good.
Yeah, above average. Yeah. And we were like first in the league last year at offensive line, and now we're like 15th, So a big improvement. I think it's a huge improvement.
So I'm a little curious about your running game because you go and draft Travion Henderson, which I think a lot of fantasy football players were like super high on.
Mm-hmm.
And Vrabel's really not feeding him.
No, lots of reasons for that, I think.
Ramadre is still getting the ball. Antonio Gibson, when he was healthy, was still getting the ball. Ramadre's fumbled quite a bit. And now
Ramondre didn't play last week. He didn't even play last week.
Guy Jennings, who comes in out of nowhere, and he's getting goal line work.
Well, Travion Henderson was billed as a guy who was great in pass pro.
Yeah.
A third down pass pro, and he's been anything but. He's given up a
Okay.
ton of sacks. I think that's like the biggest reason they don't trust him in pass pro. And like he's a third down build. He's short. He's a pass catching back, and he's giving up sacks. So where do you
Right.
play this guy?
Right.
So they're using him, and he's, when he gets the ball, I'm sure his yards per carry is not terrible. I don't know what it is, but I bet it's not that bad. Like when he gets the ball, he gets 10 yards, 9 yards. Like he rarely hits the back of the lineman and gets 1 yard. Like he's actually a pretty capable runner. I just think they don't trust him blocking.
Right.
And he's not making a ton of guys miss. He's really, when he does run, he's giving them what's there, but he's not making guys miss. Ramondre fumbles the ball, but he makes guys miss. He looks like a better running back right now. There's still potential for Travion Henderson as the year goes on. I think that he'll work his way. I wouldn't be surprised by playoff time. Like maybe he'll have a big game and everybody will say, where was this all year? But
Yeah.
I think it's been a slow build for him. Our running game, honestly, like I said in the beginning of this, how like when I came into the year, I looked at our running backs and our defense and I was like, that's where our team is going to be. That's where we're going to hang our hat. It's like the running backs have been a major disappointment. The running game in general has been a big disappointment. And that's what makes what Drake Maye is doing like even more impressive. He barely has a running game at all. Like,
Yeah.
so he's doing this all without like a legitimate pass or a legitimate threat for play action because nobody buys our running game at all.
Yeah, the metrics for Henderson, he does way better when he cuts it outside than in between
Okay.
the top.
Yeah.
I think he's got like something like 6 yards
And-
per carry when he breaks it outside versus like 1.2.
And these
when
are
he's
all
going up the middle.
these outside runs, and that makes sense. Like watching him, like these outside runs are like toss plays. They're not like he's going up the middle and then he's cutting out. It's all like designed outside runs
Right.
because they know
It's
that
just,
about him.
there was a lot of hype on him coming into the year, and then his fellow
Yeah.
teammate OSU, Quinshawn Judikins, who everybody
For
was
the
ready to
Browns?
give. Yeah, everybody was ready to give up on because he caught a case down in Florida in the offseason and played for the Browns. But he's just that guy's just balling out.
There's a reason he started over Travion Henderson, man.
But also, the Browns don't have a quarterback, so they're gonna just turn around and give him the ball 30 times, which I don't think Vrabel is ready to commit. There's no reason to do that. All right, let's talk a little about your wide receivers because I was a big fan of coming out of LSU.
You were. I remember you told me that you were.
Yeah, I thought the talent was there. He had injuries. He had the COVID situation. I'm like, everybody's sleeping on this guy.
Did you hold
And
on to him in your dynasty league?
I did not.
Bro.
I did not.
That would have
You know
been
me,
real
I can't
foresight.
hold, me, patience is not a strong.
No. That was
Yeah.
never your strong suit, bro.
I'd cut my grandmother.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
Come
like,
on,
you said
Grandma,
those
you still got it in you.
You said they'd be done in 30 minutes. 32. You're
Straight to the
gone.
practice squad. Straight to the practice squad, Grandma.
Rest in peace, Grandma. Big fan of the podcast. All right. But yeah, Kayshon Boutte, you got Pop Douglas, you got Diggs, who I thought was washed.
Nah, man,
but
Diggs
he-
is number one. You should be
he's
starting
trying-
with Diggs.
Yeah. Should I?
Balling,
Because
dude.
I haven't been watching.
Balling.
So tell me.
Balling, not balling. I mean, he has a snap count restriction, so he probably only
Yeah.
plays like 40 to 50% of the snaps. So they got the reins on him a little bit. But whenever Drake Maye needs something on third down, it's Stephon Diggs.
And
every
then Hunter Henry, who is just like gets no respect, but is consistently top 10, if not top 5.
Yeah,
at
he's
tight
been great
end.
this year too. He's been great. Yep.
Really good receiving core, and it's a deep receiving core.
Yeah, I mean,
Mario
it falls
Douglas.
off after the guys you said. It falls off fast, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you got the carnivore shoeless freak. Matt
you have
Collins.
Matt Collins.
Yeah.
True. He's fine. He's fine.
He looks like a dude we might have gone to college with.
True. Excuse me, did you go to Hampshire College by chance? Did you live in Greenwich, or you definitely lived in a yurt? You definitely lived in the yurt.
No, he's like, I
the
didn't
donuts,
attend it.
the donuts.
I just slept there for 4 weeks,
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah,
4
well,
more
Butte
years.
may not play this. I don't think Butte's going to play this week.
Yeah, hamstring.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I don't think
he's hurt.
Ramondre's going to play this week either, to be honest.
Yeah, you guys are a little banged up.
Yeah.
But
we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Tampa's banged up too.
Yeah. You guys, Bucky Irvin's out, right?
Not sure 100% on Bucky yet. He's been out. He didn't practice today. Mike Evans is on IR. Godwin's probably a long shot.
I mean, let me just put a bow on the wide receiver thing with the Patriots before we move on.
Yeah.
I think that having Diggs is like having that, like in baseball, like you have a bunch of okay starting pitchers that are like, but then when you get one ace, suddenly all the guys they move down in the pecking order and they don't have all that burden and pressure on them to be that guy, and no one knows who it is. That's what's happened here with Diggs. Like, he's come in, and even though he hasn't maybe put up like huge stats in fantasy, like he has put everybody else in the right place. And he's also like leadership wise, like he's always the one in the center of the huddle. He's always the rah guy, which you don't think of with Steph Diggs, but he's like been a great locker room guy. And I think he's done like basically like 80% of what he did with Josh Allen when he went to Buffalo, where you saw Josh Allen. That was the year that Josh Allen really became an MVP candidate, when Steph Diggs went there. And I think that's what's happened with the Patriots. He's not what he was in Buffalo talent-wise. I'm not saying that, but he has fit into the team in a way that has made Drake Maye a lot better. And that's what matters. We have the quarterback now. And I think a lot of it has to do with Steph Diggs, his presence.
I watched a little at the beginning of the year, and I was like, to me, it looks like he's a coach on the bench. Like he's talking these guys up. He's like, you know, he's got that presence, and then it wasn't really showing up on the stats sheet. And then he goes and has a game that's like 8 catches for like $160 when needed. But he's also elevated a lot of these younger guys and given them some confidence. Because, like I said, like Kayshawn's talented. Demario Douglas is talented. They just, without leadership, you know, it's kind of like what Mike Evans does for the Bucs.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah.
You know, there's a reason why guys like Tez Johnson and these dudes are 7th round picks, undrafted. When they do get into the game, they know their assignment. And it's because they have a Hall of Famer in front of them who's giving them advice. That's invaluable.
Yeah. Definitely. I think it's similar.
I
think it's
Hall
similar.
of Fame. I know Evans is.
I think Diggs is definitely Hall of Fame.
Does he have a ring?
No, but a lot of receivers don't have rings that are in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he's got 900.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, maybe.
I mean, we'll see. Maybe not definitely, but the book's not written yet. I mean, I don't know. He's flirting with it.
He's definitely
Evans is it. This is like for sure 100% Hall of Fame. I would say Diggs is on the border, but close.
Well, like you said, there's still. So he left the Bills. Where did he go before he went to the Patriots? He was at one other place.
One year with Houston.
Yeah,
and it was nothing. It wasn't great. Yeah, it wasn't great.
Not a great fit. But yeah, no, there's still a lot to be said about him. And then defensive wise, you guys, you got a D tackle that used to play Milton? He was on the Eagles, right?
Yeah, we gave him a big fat contract. Yeah.
Is he good?
And he's actually been really good. Yeah.
Yep.
He's been our best defensive player by far. Honestly, the strength of the defense is the 2 guys up front in the middle, Christian Barmore and Milton Williams. Our linebackers and our edge, shit. Like, we don't have to worry about that. It's really just those 2 guys in the middle. If we're getting sacks, it's because it's them. There's, Harold Landry is a guy that played for the Titans with Vrabel, and he brought him in, and he was okay the first few weeks, but he's really fallen off the last month or so. And then our secondary is really strong. Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, and then you guys signed former Buccaneer Carlton Davis. He's no good.
Not a fan. I mean,
I
have not been a fan. I have to say.
Him walk.
Yeah.
He's had a pretty good.
Not very good.
He hasn't been that good for you guys.
It's been okay. He's been
Yeah.
serviceable.
But he doesn't have
He's
to
not
be
the worst
he's not
cornerback.
cornerback 1, so it's not like
Exactly. He's not the
yeah.
first corner. Honestly, Marcus Jones. Do you know who Marcus Jones is?
No.
So he's like our nickel cornerback, and he won like AFC Defensive Player of the Month, I think, this past month. Short guy. He's our kickoff. He's like the best punt returner in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
And we just gave him a contract extension like last week. He's a Belichick guy. He's like one of the only guys, honestly, on this team that Belichick drafted. And we just gave him a contract extension. That's how much Vrabel likes him, because he cut everybody else to play for Belichick.
Played for Troy.
He's honestly like, he's really good. I mean, Drake London like ate his lunch last week because he's like short, and Drake
Yeah, he's
London's like got
5'8".
a foot on this guy. So what the hell is he gonna do? And
Right.
Atlanta was really good at putting London in motion and getting him away from Christian Gonzalez and on to Marcus Jones. And it was just a
Right.
height mismatch. But Marcus
Yeah.
Jones, like, if he's on anybody other than Mike Evans this week, and I don't even know if Evans is playing, but you're
Evans
gonna
is
notice
out.
him because
Evans out for the year. He broke his
Oh, really?
collarbone. Yeah, he broke his collarbone. That
I didn't know
ends
he- I
his
didn't know it was a year.
that ends his 1,000-yard receiving streak, which
Oh
sucks.
man, that sucks.
And he's talked about
But,
retirement. It might be he might
That's
be
it.
done. Yeah.
Wow.
But
Well,
luckily,
Marcus Jones, look out for
we
Marcus
drafted-
Jones this week.
Yeah, we drafted a dude from OSU in the first round who is phenomenal, and he lines
Oh,
up Buka.
Mbuka,
Emeka Mbuka.
Mbuka,
He's a dog.
Yeah.
He's
No,
a dog.
he looks really good. I mean, I just been seeing his stats.
Yeah, he had the most receptions in OSU history. And you think about some of the receivers coming out of OSU recently. That
Damn.
says a lot. But he stepped in. He had Chris Godwin, Mike Evans in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so not like a ton of pressure on him. But now he's kind of the one in our offense. And I think
So who is it? Who's the
given
core
Mike
besides
to
him?
kind of what's up
Who else? What's the receiving core right now without Mike Evans?
without Mike Evans. So Chris Godwin's questionable. Mbuka at 1.
Mm-hmm.
Sterling Shepard,
Mm-hmm.
who's like journeyman.
Who I just dropped in fantasy.
Yeah, he's not gonna. He never.
Yeah.
But he played with Baker at Oklahoma, so it's like
interesting.
it's like 3rd and 11. Like they have some like if the play's broken, they have some chemistry kind of thing.
Okay.
And then Tez Johnson, who's 7th round pick out of Oregon, and he's actually he's like Demario Douglas, right? So he's like a 5'8", like he weighs like
$150,
but just super
But he's quick.
fast. Yeah, super
Yeah.
fast, kind of. And he was actually Bo Nix's parents like basically adopted him, but he's good buddies with Bo Nix and Bucky Irving, and I don't know how he lasted to the 7th round, but he's been doing good. And then we just got a couple.
That's probably why.
Yeah, and then we just got a couple other Jags.
Yeah.
Cameron Johnson, also another rookie.
So current,
Yeah.
like if you were to say like Patriots receivers right now versus Bucs receivers right now, who gets the check mark?
You know, they're both banged up. I'd probably give it to the Pats just because behind Emeka, we don't really have much.
Yeah.
Diggs is playing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Diggs is fine.
Yeah.
You know, if Boutte was in there, I'm giving it to the Pats.
If you had that
Pats either
Boutte.
way. Yeah, then it'd be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But we'll see. You know, if Chris Godwin comes back, it might tip the scale a little, but I think he's just had a
He's
lot
injured.
he just gets hurt. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, edge for the Pats. In the running game, Bucky's still hurt, but Rachaad White has been kind of balling out
Oh, really?
in Bucky's absence. Yeah.
That's the one thing I will say about our defense. We haven't given up we haven't given up 50 yards to one running back all year. So there hasn't been a single running back that's had more than 50 yards against the Patriots all year.
Yeah.
Including
that's,
Bijan Robinson last week.
That's a strength for strength kind of thing because, you know, the Bucs has been top 5 against the run the last 5 years easily.
Interesting.
Yeah, we like Vita Vea
Yeah.
just eats guys up in the middle, and then
Yeah. No,
Levante
he's a
David.
beast.
Yeah, Levante
Dude, I
David.
can't believe Levante David is still playing. That
Yeah,
guy's
he's
been
still,
around for
and
ages, dude.
he's playing at a really like game-winning
Yeah.
interception kind of thing. Like he's still
Wow.
balling. And then Antoine Winfield in the secondary is
Yeah.
really good. And our edge rushers are coming on nicely. We have some younger guys that probably aren't household names, but
Yeah. You get into the quarterback.
they're getting better. And when you got
Mhm.
Vita in the middle taking up space, it's easier for them. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't think there'll be a lot of running yards, but Rashad White's been good. And then Sean Tucker is serviceable too when he gets in there. He's out of Sear.
Okay.
Tight end, we got Cade Auden, who's
Yeah.
he's like
yeah, he's like the little
Wish.com
red.
Hunter Henry.
He's the red bike. You know, everyone's had a ride in fantasy with Cade Auden.
He's the Timu Hunter Henry.
There you go.
Yeah,
The
I don't know.
Timu Hunter.
It's like 2 inches shorter, 20 pounds lighter.
It shows up in a box, and you're like, "Wait, this is way smaller than what I thought it was online."
I thought it'd be bigger. But gets the job. Just the real X factor for us is kind of same thing with your squad. It's just like Baker has
Yeah.
got that dog in him.
He's got that dude. He's got that it.
He'll he'll shake off 2 D linemen and somehow go pick up a third down.
Yeah.
And it just makes the rest of the team just play harder.
They believe.
Yeah. It's like
you guys have had some
amazing.
amazing like last minute wins. Like the Pats game will be over and like red zone will come on or whatever on my thing, and I'm like watching the Bucs like pull a fucking crazy win out of their ass. It's happened like several times this year.
Yeah, I think so. The game against the Saints that we had going into our bye, that was the only one that we've won, and we've won 6 games. That was the only one that didn't come down to the final possession. So
Crazy.
all the other games that we've won, I think even the games we lost too, have been like 1 possession games.
So you played a lot of close games. Yeah.
So, and I feel like that's kind of the Pats' MO as well too. It's like, the Falcons game is pretty close. I mean, you said they have an easier schedule.
It's honestly it's different. It's different than the Bucs. Like the Falcons game, we were up 21-7 and we were about to go up 24 at the half, and we were like in field goal range, and then Drake Maye has this inexplicably stupid fumble which they basically returned for a touchdown to like the 3-yard line, and then they score a touchdown, and suddenly it's 21-14 going into the half when it should have been a fucking 3-score game. And then we just held on for dear life in the second half. Like Drake Maye made just enough, but honestly, I'm a little worried about Drake Maye in this game because that second half against Atlanta was the worst he's looked maybe all year since week 1. And I'm hoping that doesn't carry over. I'm hoping that was just because he was a little rattled by that fumble, and then he threw a pick at the beginning of the second half, and I think he just got a little rattled. The only game and then every other game has been pretty much a blowout, except for the Buffalo game. The Buffalo game was his best game of the year.
Did they
Close
win?
game. Yes, they won in Buffalo. Yeah. So that was like our best win of the year, and Drake Maye's probably most impressive game. It wasn't maybe his best statistically, although I think it was actually really good. But he outplayed Josh Allen in that game, beginning to end. It wasn't a fluke. He was really good in that game, and it was a close game, and he had a game-winning drive at the end. So that game,
the Falcons beat the Bills this year.
They did.
Yeah. So
the Falcons aren't bad. No, it was a good win. It was just it wasn't like a Baker Mayfield game where you might look up and it was a 1-point game. But it wasn't that. It was we were holding on for dear life. The first half, Drake Maye was amazing. I think the first half he had a perfect quarterback rating, or maybe close to it. And then in the second half, he had a 45 quarterback rating. So it was a weird game.
Well, especially for young QBs, it's he struggled last year, didn't struggle, but he's used to like having to go
Yeah.
win it in the second half. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of you have to learn how to hold a lead. Like that's
Yeah.
what makes really good teams great.
And he did. And he made just enough plays to win the game.
Yeah.
So a lot of teams would have lost that game. Like, a lot of young quarterbacks would have lost that game. I do think though, like getting back to your point, like in some ways the Pats and the Bucs are built similarly in that like good run defense. So we limit running backs and we rely on our quarterback to win us the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a similar MO.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I think the games in Tampa, there's we got a lot of transplants down here, especially this time of the year. I was actually trying to go to the game, but tickets are
You're going or no?
No, I wanted to, but tickets are over $200. And
Yeah.
I went to, what was it, week 3 against the Jets? It was $80. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not
well, the
paying. I'm not
Pats-
paying $250.
There's a lot of
You know-
Patriots fans around the country, especially.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like I don't know what tickets in Foxborough are, but they're probably more expensive than $250.
They're like $300, $400. Yeah, they're really
Right.
expensive.
Yeah, it's usually cheap down here.
You can only afford to go to Chargers games out here.
Yeah. Well, the thing, it will be a little different for them. It's still fucking hot down here. It's a 1 o'clock. It's a 1 o'clock game. It's still in the high 80s during the day. So
Yeah. We don't usually play well in those.
the same way it's like Tampa kind of sucks going into the snow in December, but that's something to account for is the heat. There was like 3 people in our section who got like med-vaced.
It was that.
Because
It was that
it's like
hot.
it's fucking 6 hours and you're in the fucking sun. It like sucked.
Yeah,
And
Jesus
it's like
Christ.
you gotta walk
Football.
down. You gotta walk down like 50 stairs to like get a bottle of water. It was not. I'd much rather just watch it from my couch. I'm like, I paid money to be here.
Yeah. That's how I usually feel when I go to a football game. I'm like, this is a waste of money.
But yeah, and then by the time they get close to you, it's the next quarter and they flip the field.
The world's most
Where'd the lighter fluid come from?
There's like a TV in the
that's
bathroom because
funny.
you're like waiting in line. Oh my god, they scored. So yeah, I'll watch this one from my couch. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna grab one more beer and then you want to do we'll do a little picks for week 10.
Yeah. Sounds good.
That sound
I'll give it a
good?
drink too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Had to get a whiskey because I'm out of beer.
Oh. Should I pivot? You're like,
If
nah.
you want,
It's actually not that
it's a
hard.
it's a podcast. We got there you go. Always keep one in right
One in the
nearby.
chamber.
Florida man has bottle of whiskey within arm's reach of anywhere in his apartment.
Yep. It's not the only thing I have in arm's reach. And it's you.
Oh, sorry.
Cheers. What are you drinking?
Cheers. Bullet
What kind
bourbon.
of whiskey?
Bullet bourbon.
Yeah, I was gonna say rye or bourbon.
Yeah, I think it's bourbon.
This is Volunteer State Reserve.
Mm,
You know, Vanessa's big. She went to UT.
there you go.
Big Vols fans here.
University of Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could also be UT. Could also be Texas, right?
Yes. It could also be the University of Toledo.
University of the
Toronto?
Tundra. I don't know.
Tundra.
You go. I just made it up. Tampa. Just University of
Yeah,
Tampa.
there you go. That's a city with a T. Just like Boston. City on a T. Oh wait,
City
you guys
with
were,
a T. There is a T. The train is called the T.
you guys were the city on a hill. The Bunker Hill.
Yeah, you don't have to put it in, but I heard these stats.
No,
So
I'll put it in.
so Drake Maye is the first Patriots quarterback to have 8 consecutive games of 100 or more passer rating, beating Tom Brady.
8 consecutive
think is-
games.
which is pretty amazing. And he's also just one of 5 NFL players with 7 straight games of 200 or more passing yards and 100+ passer rating in NFL history right now. So he's
One
on a
of
heater, man.
7.
One of 5 NFL quarterbacks. So there's only been 5 quarterbacks that have done this, which
Okay.
is 7 straight weeks throwing 200 or more passing yards and having 100 or more quarterback rating in those games. So he's just been really good
That could-
all year. Like he hasn't had a clunker,
Yet. Oh, you might have just
Vita Vea and Antoine Winfield.
You might have just jinxed it.
Probably did, but
He's probably due for a clunker then.
he is due,
It's nothing better to come down to Tampa and just have a clunker. This might not be Los Angeles, but it's a hell of a lot better than Boston.
That's not saying much. Predictions.
All right, do you want to talk about our league at all, or should we just pretend that doesn't exist?
It's not a bad idea. Which platform would you like?
Sleeper.
Yeah. I've heard of that one. That one's better. I don't do any betting.
And seeing the first thing, when I open the app, it's like, you lost, brought to you by Miller Lite. I'm like, cool, thanks, Miller Lite. Like, I know
We've both been seeing a lot of that this year.
That's what this week. I don't even know if I won or not, but I was like, I'm going to at least fucking set my lineup. Because I usually, me, I take pride in my team.
No, me too. We're both like
I
we're
lost
both
by
terrible.
3.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it's not I started like Bam Knight. Like, it was all waiver wire guys. Parker Washington, Theo Johnson. Oh. Just think about it.
Interesting. Craziest performances.
Yep.
I mean, because he just recently died, Doug Martin. I remember I
RIP
had him.
Doug.
RIP, dude. I had him one year. I think it was a rookie. I think I drafted him. He was like, so my thing in fantasy, as you know, is like I always
tell the
take that
listeners.
rookie. Yeah. So I think rookie running backs every year are like so undervalued in fantasy, and I think people are like starting to come like realize that in the last year or two. Whereas I'll never draft a rookie wide receiver ever. I think that they're so hit or miss. It takes them a couple of years to get into it. Rookie running backs, like, I think they're always undervalued. Even now, Ashton Genty would beg to differ. But most years, I think, I had who's the guy who was on the Steelers? Najee Harris, his rookie year, he was really good. Like, he's been kind of shit.
That was the only year he was good.
Yeah, his only year was his rookie year. I think running backs come in their rookie year and they're like ready to go. Like the top running backs in college football are ready to go in the NFL. Like,
well,
yeah.
And a rookie wide receiver, it's very hard for them to do that.
Yeah. It doesn't happen. And they get a lot of hype, the rookie wide receiver, but they because college passing games are so much different than professional passing game.
Yeah.
Scheme is way different. So many differences. Whereas running backs, you just give them the ball and they run. I mean, a running back is like a disposable razor in the NFL. Like, you just pick up a guy off the. So that's why, I usually take the undervalued guy because in their first year, like you said about these top guys have way too much tread on their tires. Well, that first year in the NFL, I think they still have just enough tread. But by the time they get to their second and third year, it's already, those tires are worn down. You played in fantasy with somebody else for so many years.
But, a first round pick in redraft can totally just fuck your whole team up.
No, it really can. No, I mean, I did Brian Thomas and who was the other guy I took? And Derrick Henry, and they've both been pretty fucking shit, dude. Like, it's been a
Brian
disaster.
Thomas I didn't expect him to fall off as bad as he did.
Oh, it's been awful. It's been fucking awful.
Lack of effort, just not.
I just think the Jags suck.
I called it out one of our first episodes, and I was like, he's got alligator arms. Like, he's trying to catch the ball like this. But I'm like, what do you do? Fucking grab that shit.
Anytime I watch him, I'm like, why did I draft this guy, dude? This was a fucking
But
mistake.
he balled out last year, so you can't fault.
He balled out mostly with Mac Jones. His best games were with Mac Jones. And I thought that meant, oh, he's going to be even better.
I got a really hot take, but my hot take is that Shanahan wanted to draft Mac Jones, and now that he's with the Niners and he's in, they're going to phase out. I think Purdy's a system QB. I think Mac Jones is the more talented quarterback.
That's very hot. I don't think he's
very
more
hot.
talented. I don't think he's more talented, but I don't think Shanahan wants. It sounds weird to say. I mean, I agree with part of your take. Shanahan likes quarterbacks who aren't talented. They don't. You know, it's all
That's not what I'm
scheme.
saying.
He's so scheme. It's all scheme. There's very little
think
read and react.
John Lynch wanted to take what's his face?
Trey Lance. Yeah.
And Shanahan wanted Mac Jones. And then they got Purdy.
That's documented. That's documented.
They got Purdy in the 7th round, who ended up bailing them out.
Yeah.
But it's because Shanahan's scheme is very QB. Anyways,
I mean, I think that you might be. Well, first of all, I do think that they have to be regretting this Purdy contract right now. I mean, they just gave him a mega deal. And Mac Jones comes in and he's 95% of what Purdy was. And Mac Jones is enough. They could just keep plugging in quarterbacks. I don't think that Shanahan's ever going to win a Super Bowl, though, because of this.
I think Shanahan is cursed.
Yeah.
Like, they have the highest injury rate. Like,
I don't know if that's there must be something to that. I think it's going to be interesting to see if
well,
if
they
stick with Mac Jones or not.
Getting rid of Trey Lance. They're like, we made a mistake, and they found a way to move on.
Yeah, but they never paid him.
There's teams that would take Brock Purdy. That would be happy to take Brock Purdy.
Yeah, no, you're probably right.
We'll see them. That's just
we'll see. We'll see. There's definitely something brewing there.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. But what I'd say, availability is the best ability, and he's out there getting his nose broke. He's taking. These are games that Purdy would have been out.
Yeah,
he's gritting it out. All right.
No, honestly, Mac Jones is pretty tough. People don't give him enough credit, but he had some injuries with the Patriots that he played through. Yeah,
Pats took him. It was just Belichick's. Belichick.
Well, they gave him Matt Patricia as fucking offensive coordinator, dude.
Yeah,
they gave him a guy who's like a shitty defensive coordinator. They made him an offensive coordinator, which he had never done, and they gave him a second-year quarterback. It's like, what the fuck do you expect's going to happen? Like when Josh McDaniels was Mac Jones's coach, he played really well.
Mr. Pencil.
Yeah, exactly. He usually wears a Patriots hat, kind of like this too, when he coaches. So I'll be Matt Patricia. Yeah, but no, I don't. I think it's a hot-ish take. I think you might be onto something. Honestly,
we'll see. All right, so Thursday night, Raiders going into Mile High.
All right. Raiders, Denver. Remind me of the games. Okay.
I already did my picks, so I want to be consistent.
Okay.
Las Vegas
pretty easy
Raiders.
pick, right?
Raiders.
Are we picking against the spread?
No, just straight up.
Okay.
We're not that advanced here. 2-6 Raiders going against the 7-2 Broncos on Thursday night. I took the Broncos.
I mean, how can you not?
I took the Raiders last week, and the way they botched that overtime against the Jaguars, I'm not taking them again.
They could have won that game though.
They should have won that game.
I think
Bowers went insane.
I watched the first possession of overtime, and the Raiders. Oh, the Jags scored a touchdown, right?
Yeah, but then in the new rules, they get the ball back. The Raiders scored, and Pete Carroll went for 2. And you know what he did? You know what he did? You're a Patriots fan. He threw the ball on the 2-point conversion instead of giving it to his first round all-world running back. He did the same shit.
Throw it, Bev. Throw it.
He just loves that quick slant on the goal line.
He's like, I just want to say, throw it, Bev. Just throw it, Bev.
He's like, they won't see it twice.
And it was overtime. It was overtime. And I was just saying, we're gonna run it. Or we're gonna throw it. No, we're gonna pass it. Pass the ball. Just throw it, Bev.
He's just constantly tilting on 4th and 1 now. at the goal line.
I'm happy that guy's back in the league. He's a fucking riot, man. He's an absolute riot.
Yeah. I remember watching the David Tyree catch in Hampshire.
Why you
with,
gotta bring that up, bro?
I was like in Merrill.
Dude, you were probably there watching it with me, and everybody was fucking
I was.
screaming at me, man.
And I just wasn't sure how to feel. But
I don't
then
wanna talk about
also to give y'all credit, one of my favorite, the 28-3 Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh,
That
yeah,
was
baby.
that was awesome.
That was a night, dude. That was a night, man. I remember like
That was
I had like a
fucking
big Super
awesome.
Bowl party, and like no one watched football at my house. Like no one cared. I was in art school.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the game. People are coming like, "Oh, your team sucks. Your team sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever." Like everyone's giving me shit. Like I was like fucking hands like this. I couldn't watch. And then like the absolute, it was like I went into my bedroom to watch the game because I was so pissed and like juvenile. I didn't want to hear everybody like yelling at me anymore. So I go into my
but you
bedroom. I
need
put
to
the game
you need
on.
to dial in. You need to
Yeah,
dial
as
in.
soon as and then as soon as I go in my bedroom, they start coming back, and then everybody
Yeah.
starts coming into my bedroom. The whole party started watching the game in my bedroom, and I had
Yep.
2 beers in my hand. And as soon as they fucking James White scored that touchdown, I was jumping up and down on my bed, and I smashed these beers on my head, and like sprayed them all over everybody. All of my bed fucking broke in the middle
It was
of
like
this.
like a locker room.
I went from like, sad drunk to happy drunk, very quickly, and
Great
there's no better
feeling.
feeling. There's no better feeling in the world.
And there's
Anyway,
no worse feeling from happy drunk to worse to sad drunk.
that's true. It's true.
When those blue and red lights blow you up.
I just got that. You're like, ooh, I'm feeling good.
I'm driving so well. We don't condone drink driving on this podcast. What's cool, like you guys have been in so many Super Bowls. It's just like you've lost some, you've won 7. The Bucs have only been to 2, but we pretty much blew out the other team both times.
Yeah.
And the second one against the Chiefs was in Tampa, so that was that was the COVID year. So I was doing that kind of celebration, but just like with like 2 other people.
Yeah.
In my living room, I was in Washington State, and they're just both like,
whatever.
like Seattle stare at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go.
The only Bucs fan in the state of Washington.
Yeah, they don't even care about sports.
They got their flannels and their Carhartts on.
I'm pouring beer over them.
I'm gonna go have a joint now.
Picks.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Did you make a pick? You took Denver, didn't you?
Broncos.
I took Denver as well.
Yeah, that's an easy one. I looked at the schedule, and I think most of the AM games are pretty easy, other than our game.
All right. So then Atlanta going to the Colts. That's at 9:30. Where is that? Berlin.
Berlin. That's an easy one, dude.
You gonna wake up for this one?
6:30. I mean, I'll be up with my fucking baby, but no, I will not be watching it.
Don't call you.
What?
Don't say that about your child. I mean, I guess that's just the reality of being a parent, right?
Yes, it is. I will be up.
You'll be up.
But you're not gonna be like, I'm trying to watch.
You're not gonna be like, I want to watch the Falcons in Berlin.
Son, let me show you something that you will never forget.
This is the worst thing that happened in Germany since the Holocaust. We're gonna have to edit that out.
That's
Pretty
hilarious.
Easy Colts for me. The Colts dropped one last week.
Atlanta, dude. Atlanta was really. They needed to win that game against us last week.
Atlanta stinks.
I mean, Raheem Morris came out and immediately claimed that we were cheating, which was like bullshit.
hate Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris coached the Bucs. He was terrible. He was terrible.
He sucks, dude.
He sucks.
No, that's Colts.
Atlanta sucks. Michael Penix throws with his left hand. He winds up like a pitcher.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson wants to go act with Matthew McConaughey. Fuck the Falcons. All right.
Yeah. I mean, Drake London, though, I have nothing bad to say about that guy. That guy was a beast.
I think Kyle Pitts could be better on a different organization, but
He sucks, dude. He sucks. He's just awful.
I don't think he
All
sucks. I
hype.
just think the Falcons suck. But that's
Probably
just
right.
because he's a Florida Gator, and he's only 25. All right.
Move on. I don't like
New
this game.
Orleans, Carolina. New Orleans is 1-8.
Carolina's honestly like, yeah, I mean, easy Carolina. Carolina, honestly,
5-4.
I'm a bit surprised with them. I mean, the Patriots blew them out, and I thought it was a nothing game, but you know, they just beat Green Bay. They're not bad. So
They've been winning ball games. Rico Dowdle is balling out.
Yep.
Their defense is playing hard, and Bryce Young is doing enough to win the game, which is more than I can say about whoever's playing quarterback for New Orleans. We're consensus right now. We haven't disagreed on anything.
Yeah, we're getting
New
there.
York Giants.
All these games, come on.
Yeah, these are layups. New York going into Chicago. New York Giants 2-7. Chicago's 5-3.
No way.
I think
I don't know. Jackson Dart has been interesting, but he can't throw. Like, I don't.
Well, he can, but he's just Malik Neighbors is hurt. Scadaboo's hurt. The whole team. They should have fired their coach 3 years. I don't know why that guy's still their coach.
Yeah, me.
He's awful.
No, I can't pick the Giants.
Okay. Jacksonville 5-3 going into Houston 3-5.
I think we may disagree here. I'm curious to hear. I think Houston. Well, first of all, is CJ Stroud playing?
He's got a concussion, so he's questionable.
If he plays, I like Houston. I mean, I know that's a hard. I don't know. You can't really do that.
No, I hate. I really don't like Jacksonville. I have no faith.
So you'd pick Houston?
I picked Houston.
Oh, well,
it's fine. We can.
I mean, if he doesn't. But if CJ Stroud doesn't play, you'd pick Jacksonville.
Probably. I just like personally, I just think Jacksonville kind of sucks.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I'm picking Houston.
I mean, they're 5-3, so their record says they shouldn't suck, but like they've just eked out wins against shitty teams.
And I like that they traded for Jacoby Myers. I mean, I really like him as a possession guy. He's got good hands.
Yeah, he's like the
really underrated receiver.
I don't think he's just like that middle tier that's great for Jacksonville.
Yeah, but I think that maybe Trevor Lawrence I don't know. I'm talking myself into Jacksonville now, but I'm going to pick Houston.
Yeah, I mean, I think Trevor Lawrence like needs a trough.
Is it in Jacksonville? Is it in Jacksonville?
No, it's in Houston.
Yeah.
Well, not that it matter. Dude, have you watched like nobody shows up.
Yeah.
Their stadium's empty.
Is it?
Yeah, Jacksonville's a terrible place.
Oh, I know
it's like if Springfield, Massachusetts had a football team.
It was like near the ocean.
It's not even that close. It's a really shitty city. I've talked a lot of shit about Jacksonville on this podcast, so I don't want to get like shot by a deranged
it's like
person.
Jacksonville's the kind of place is like you're from Florida. It's like at least I'm not from Jacksonville, you know.
But yeah, no, I've been there. I'm like,
yeah. All right, Houston. We're gonna get to a disagreement at some point, I'm sure.
All right, probably not on this one. 6-2 Bills coming into Miami versus the 2-7 Dolphins.
Oh, Miami. I think we're just realizing how many fucking shit teams there are in the NFL, dude. Like, there's so many bad teams.
Right.
Miami is just is an absolute dumpster fire right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's way too many teams in Florida. Nobody, like nobody in Miami cares about. Like nobody cares about the only people in Miami who care about the Dolphins are the fucking 72 Dolphins or whatever who like celebrate
the undefeated thing.
Yeah, those are literally the only people in Miami who care.
So which team in Florida has the most fans?
Probably the Bucs.
Really? I guess it's 3 teams.
And then it's all college.
Process of elimination.
Well, at least the Bucs have there's fans.
I mean, you guys have,
Miami, there's no fans.
Pirate ship.
They're like you can watch Messi play football.
You could just go watch tits bounce around on the beach. Why would you want to go to see a football game?
They're topless too. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why would you want to sit in a stadium for 6 hours? All right, let's keep going.
Shitty stadium too.
Terrible.
All right, Bills.
To watch Tua and not even know if there was a game today or not.
He sucks, dude.
His you know the Hemingway book, For Whom the Bell Tolled?
Yeah.
Bell's been told.
For whom? Tua is for who? For Tua the Bell told. I thought you were gonna like say something about the actual book, but no, you just like the title. You know that movie, One Battle After Another? It's like one concussion after another. Oh my god. You know that book, No Country for Old Men? It's like no concussion for old Tua, am I right?
Except
Okay,
for
enough.
Bell.
Okay, God.
It was like Blood Meridian, except the blood was going to his brain.
Okay.
All right. This is a good one. Cleveland going into New York to play the Jets.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna pick the Jets.
I'll take the Browns.
Okay.
There we go.
I have a very strong opinion. No, I mean, I actually looked at this game. When you told me we were going to do picks, I just looked at the slate. And the Jets are going to get like a post-trade deadline bump. The world doesn't believe in
sending away
us.
their good players.
That happens sometimes. It'll be a 1 week thing. It's not going to mean they're going to win a bunch of games. But I think they could win one game after that. Everybody thinks that they can't play. Everybody thinks
They traded
2 defensive players. Yeah.
and Sauce
Yeah.
Gardner.
Yeah. But who had been terrible this year? Sauce Gardner, by the way.
Well,
So, I don't know.
as a fellow Sauce and also a fellow Gardner, I find that offensive. I just think he didn't want to play for the Jets. All right, that's fine. We'll
Okay.
disagree on that one. I don't even know who. I don't know who's
Yeah,
playing
who's on the
quarterback.
Browns besides Myles Garrett?
Myles Garrett, can he just
that's
do
it.
everything? All right. So then we got New England coming into Tampa Bay,
All right.
which we've talked about.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah,
I'm gonna go
You
ahead and
go
take the
first.
Bucs.
yeah.
Taking the Bucs.
course
I'm
you
taking
are.
the Bucs.
Of course you are. Of course you
Of course
are.
I am. What am I gonna do?
Well, I'll take the Pats. I'll take the Pats, baby. Let's fucking
Shocker.
go. Let's fucking
Yeah, this is
go.
the kind of thing that the viewers are gonna be shocked.
See, listen, I like this team. Therefore, I think they're going to
All
win.
right. Cardinals going into the Seahawks. Actually, I took the Cardinals here.
Really? In Seattle? Oh, because Seattle's been bad at home. haven't they?
Seattle has sucked at home, and the Cardinals are sticking with Brissett at quarterback. He's actually he's throwing the ball way better than Murray. I don't want to
Did
talk.
the Cardinals beat the
it.
Cowboys this week? Last
They
week?
did. They did.
Yeah.
But also the Seahawks hung like Sam Darnold had 4 touchdowns, and he didn't have
I
an
know.
incompletion to the third quarter.
And I lost in fantasy this week was fucking Sam Darnold.
They're both good teams, but the Seahawks, for whatever reason, have been sucking at home.
Yeah, I'll take
It's
Seattle.
funny because they used to they were like 12th man. Like
I know.
Yeah.
I'll still take Seattle.
Good West Coast, baby.
I was just in Seattle. I told you I was just in Seattle.
Speaking of West Coast,
Mm.
LA Rams going into San Francisco to play the Niners.
Yeah,
That's
LA.
a good one. 6-2 versus 6-3.
LA.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Kyle Shanahan has McVay's number. Or am I wrong about that?
I do
Or
think
did
that San
McVay
Francisco
beat him in the Super Bowl?
wins more often than not. Well, they wouldn't play each other in the Super Bowl. What do you mean?
No, didn't McVay beat? No.
Who would?
Who
no,
did?
McVay
What was
beat
the Garoppolo Super Bowl? Who were the Niners playing?
the Ravens, right? No. Who were they playing? Oh, the Chiefs. The
Yeah.
Chiefs. Mahomes. Yeah. I do think that Shanahan wins more often than not against McVay. I think you're right about that, but I'll still take the Rams.
You take the Rams?
I don't believe in Mac Jones.
I'm taking Detroit Lions 5-3 going into Washington to play the football team at 3-6. Yeah,
Who's their quarterback?
Jaden Daniels just broke his fucking elbow.
Did you see that play?
Yeah, it was awful. He shouldn't have been in the game.
Nasty.
Dan
dude.
Quinn.
Your arm
sucks.
is not meant to go that way. It's gross.
No, they're doing it's like history repeats itself. They're pulling an RJ3 on this guy.
Yeah,
and
I know.
It sucks.
I know. Who's their quarterback? Who's their backup?
Mariota, who's more serviceable than.
Is it in Washington or is it in Detroit?
It's in Washington. I mean, I'm still taking the Lions here, but
Yeah, I mean the Lions are coming off a loss.
that's why
yeah. I'll take Detroit.
Yeah, me too.
But I think it might be close. Well, we'll see.
I mean, Mariota hasn't been a huge step down. They've Terry McLaurin's out. Debo's beat up.
McLaurin's out? Fuck.
Yeah,
I didn't know
McLaurin's
that.
out.
Has he been out
Um,
most of the year or what? Seems like
yeah,
these guys that got big contracts, like Godwin. Didn't Godwin got paid this year?
yeah, he
right?
got paid, but
And McLaurin got paid. All these like older 30-year-old receivers just got paid. And none
Godwin
of them are
got
playing.
paid the previous year. I think the Patriots actually made a play for him.
They did. That's why I know that.
But
We wanted
Godwin
him.
was wide receiver 1 the first 6 weeks, like before he got Godwin was balling out.
Okay.
He just had a really bad ankle injury, and then we brought him back. I don't know if it was too soon because I'm, obviously not a doctor, but he came back for 1 game and now he's still hurt. So
You're a Saucier and a Gardner, but not a
something's not
doctor.
right. He needs to just ice up for a year. Ice up, son. All right, this is a good one. Pittsburgh Steelers 5-3 going to go see your Los Angeles Superchargers at 6-3.
Talk about some people don't even know that the Chargers exist
Good.
in LA.
Well,
It's like a decently
Madison,
affordable ticket.
what is it, Madison Beer? She knows they exist.
Because she's dating Justin Herbert. Yeah, she is pretty fucking hot. Let's be real.
So is Justin. Just being honest.
Oh, you're not wrong. Who am I gonna pick in this game? I will take the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers too. I think the Steelers are rolling out the corpse of Aaron Rodgers.
They had a big win though. They just had a big win.
Yeah, but they almost blew it. They had a big win against the Colts, but they almost choked it away. Yeah. All right. And then, so that's Chargers. That's in LA Sunday night. Maybe you should go. Tickets might be like $12.
Show up to a Chargers Steelers
Go
game.
on a whim.
If you knew anything about LA, you would know that's a terrible idea to fucking drive to Inglewood for no reason.
Well, I don't know anything about.
I'll be sitting in my car longer than the game.
I don't know anything about LA, but I know a thing or two about Ice Cube, so maybe avoid Inglewood. All right.
Random aside, like
yes.
a few months ago, I got a random package in the mail, like we didn't order it, and it was an Ice Cube sweatshirt, and we're like, where did this come from? So he's been rocking it. It's pretty stylish.
That was me.
Oh,
it wasn't, but
okay. That would be crazy because I've been trying to figure out who sent us this Ice Cube sweatshirt for my 6-month-old child. Anyway.
That's just like something you get for having a baby in Los Angeles. Here's some Ice Cube memorabilia. All right. Last game of the week. The Philadelphia Eagles, 6-2. Going into Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
To play the Green Bay Packers. They're 5-1 because they tied the Cowboys.
That's Monday night, yeah?
That's Monday night.
It's a good game. I'll take the Packers.
Eagles fly.
Packers, baby.
Really? Even after all our memories in Philadelphia?
I don't remember much about Philadelphia other than the museum.
You don't want to tell the listeners about that?
Good times.
I couldn't if I tried.
I
There was
remember
definitely
one bar.
something happening. I remember I had an American flag.
I had one cheesesteak.
You remember the American flag?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. What are you talking about?
We had like a 6-foot American flag in the hotel room.
I don't remember
where
that
did
at
this
all.
come from? I was like, you don't remember that?
I actually don't, man. That's funny. Fuck.
Yeah, I think we like pulled it from a construction site. All right, we'll edit that out because that's probably a felony. Although I think the statute of limitations has passed.
Yeah, not in Trump's America.
You just do whatever you want,
unless you know, you're just not allowed to burn an American flag. But other than that,
shit, you're not.
No, he like made a law. Free speech.
Not a law. No. I hate laws.
It's true. You live in Florida. There are no laws.
That's true. I'm just standing my ground, and they're like, "Sir, this is a Starbucks." I'm like, I told you. I just thought my ground referred to wherever I was standing.
Oh, so this is a private establishment.
Well,
that was fun.
Establishment's private.
What's gonna be the Pats Bucs score?
What's gonna be the score? 24-17 Bucs.
Wow. You guys are favored, you know?
Yeah, we're plus $1.20, I think.
Yeah, you guys are